All right, it's December 4th, 2015, and we just got some clues on the Eco Bee box that was hidden here in Boise after the December hobbyist meeting down at Boise Red Lions. So we're going to head down into Boise and see if we can't find this. We had a busy night already. We had the Meridian holiday parade in downtown Meridian and got some dinner, and now it's 9 o'clock. And we're gonna go for a nighttime treasure hunt, see if we can't find this. So maybe we'll give you an update once we get down there. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, so here we are. We're coming down into Boise, looking for that Eco Bee box. Had the pleasure of meeting Al with Eco Bee box today at the Idaho December hobbyist session. I did buy a box from him, and just kind of looked at some of his stuff, and I thought it was high quality and had some really unique features. And I've been following him for a while on Facebook and on his blog, so I knew that he drops these hives off in some of the places that he goes. And I asked him, are you going to drop a hive off for us to go do a treasure hunt and try to find this free hive? And he said that he was going to. So I got onto his blog this evening, and sure enough, he had posted some hints about where this might be placed here in Boise, Idaho. So we started at the Red Lion Inn in Boise, is where our convention was being held, or our class was being held. So I kind of knew where he might have started this treasure hunt. So starting there, and then he posted that he drove by the state capitol. So if we look out right in front of us here, there is the Idaho State Capitol right in Boise. We're on Capitol Boulevard, and we're headed to the state capitol. And so that was the first hint. So we'll get over there, and after that we'll do the next portion of the video and give the next hint.
Oh, look at the Capitol State. We're at the Capitol. What's it called?
All right, so there's the Idaho State Capitol building, and we're just coming up on it right now. They got a great Christmas tree out. It is December 4th, and it looks like they got it decorated for the holidays. But this is the starting point for this Eco Bee box in Boise. So we'll start here, and the next clue is that he went from the Idaho State Capitol building to a beautiful Catholic church. And I think I might know where that Catholic church is. So we'll look it up on Google and get some directions and head on over to the Catholic church so we can see where he went next. All right, so at this point, I think I've kind of figured out his path of travel. I think he was going down State Street, and we swung by St. Michael's, and now here's another one. St. Jonathan, I believe, is this one, right downtown. Yeah, St. John's, right downtown Boise. It is a beautiful church. I have been inside of that church when I attended a funeral many years ago. But I think we're in the general vicinity. I think we're getting close. I think what he said was the next clue was that he placed the hive on a trail that starts with something that you would clean your ears with. So I'm thinking Q-tip, right? So Q-tip, trail, Q-tip. I don't know of any Q-tip trails. But then I started thinking, you know, maybe this is the city of trees, and we have a lot of trees here in Boise, and I was thinking, you know what, maybe there's a cotton trail or a cottonwood trail. So I looked that up, and sure enough, there is a cottonwood trail. It's very nearby. And so we'll head over there to the Cottonwood Trail. This is an area that I do know from growing up. There used to be a bicycle track over there, or a cross, how would you say it?
Dirt bike?
No, not a dirt bike, but an
Oh, BMX.
BMX, thank you. A BMX bike trail or bike course over there that my brother and I, when we came down to Boise to visit family, we would go over and ride on this awesome track that they had. And consequently, track's no longer there anymore. It's a dog park, I believe, and it's just a kind of an open area. It's right at the base of the foothills. But anyhow, it's real close by, and so we'll go roll over there to the trailhead, and we'll see if we can't figure out what the next clue is once we get there. All right, so I think we're really close now. Looking at what Al says here on some of the clues, it says it's a beautiful Catholic, beautiful lit Catholic church, which I believe was St. John's, and many one-way streets. There are a lot of one-way streets down there, and he may have even traveled the wrong way. Way to go, Al. Way to drive safe. I hope you had your seatbelt on. Anyhow, and then he said he was up on a trailhead that reminded him of a tree he would like to clean his ear out with. And so I'm thinking Cottonwood Trail, which is very close to where he was down by the Catholic Church. So that's where we're at right here. If you can see, we're at the Cottonwood Trailhead right there, and we're just gonna go up this trailhead, and what we're looking for next is, it says the hive is hidden in plain sight behind a large tree on this trail. Leaves have dropped, but the hive is not hidden. The tree is close enough a person with a cane can get to it. The problem is, all right, so we're here on the Cottonwood Trail, and it's, believe it or not, 10:30 p.m. And Caleb, what did we find?
A beehive.
A bee box, right?
Yeah.
An eco bee box. Well, here it is, folks. We got it. It's right here. It's a fully carved eco bee box. Look at the carvings on it. Looks awesome. It's got a bee on the front, some flowers on the side, and one on the back as well. Very well crafted. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this. It's a what it is, it's a 5-frame mini box, and it's great. It's great for, you know, a starter hive, or maybe for kids, because the frames inside, I'll show you if I can get the lid off. The frames inside are very small compared to a regular frame.
Sit back.
If you can see this, my hand will almost fit in it. It's a very small frame, but it's great for kids, because if you have this amount of bees on it, it's not very intimidating for the kids. So another one of the clues that Al gave was that there was a surprise inside, and when I opened up this box and saw what that surprise was, it's pretty cool. It's another product that he does. He cuts a lot of these products that he has on a CNC machine, and we had talked about it today at the convention. But what it is, it's a carved bee on a piece of, I think, dogwood is what he told me this was. But it's very dark in the center, and it makes that bee come out, and then he finishes this in wax.
Okay, sit back,
so there's wax on it, and I don't know how well that camera is showing the detail. I'll give it a little bit more light just to show it.
It's better.
But that's kind of cool, you know, just a nice design there on the back. You can kind of see how it's darker in the center, and that just really makes that stand out. So, you know, one last thing. Hey guys, what do we say to Al for placing this out for our treasure hunt?
Thank you.
Hey, go get yourself an eco bee box. These things are cool.